So, I turned 18 recently, and I wanted to open a bank account that was actually mine. But me being me, I wasn't going to open an account in a regular bank. I did my research and opened accounts in some popular fintechs. After spending some time with them, these are my conclusions. By the way, shout out to the Rag Rogan, whose videos helped me out a lot in deciding. So I opened an account with N26, Revolut, and this service called Curve, which isn't really a bank, but we'll get there in a second. They all offer paid tiers, but those didn't make sense for me at the time, so I'll be talking about their free accounts. Opening an account with all of them was made through their apps. N26's procedure in my country was definitely the most time consuming, but that isn't really the end of the world. The problem is, I had some other troubles with both N26 and Curve. They eventually got resolved, but still, not a great first impression. All of them offered me something for opening an account. With N26, I took advantage of a promotion they had with Gustavo, where they gave me 15 euros after I spent 15 euros, but I don't think they have that anymore. Revolut just offered me their card, which unlike with N26 or Curve isn't already free, and Curve gave me £5. I was most happy with what N26 had to offer obviously, but all of them were great. Let's talk about their cards now. N26 has this transparent plastic debit MasterCard, which is actually really cool. I think it could be prettier, it has way too much information in the front with the extra security token below the name and everything, but being transparent makes it somewhat unique, and I like that. Revolut has this colorful plastic debit MasterCard, which I thought I was gonna hate, but I'm fine with. I definitely don't think it's pretty, but it looks better in person. Also to note is the card is prepaid, which means in some very specific cases you might not be able to use it. Curve has what I think is the best card of the three. It's a blue plastic debit MasterCard, but it doesn't have any info in the front. It's all in the back, and it shines in a way that almost makes it seem like metal, and I really like it. To note with this one is that I can't, for the sake of me, change the card's pin. I don't know if it's something with Portuguese ATMs or something, but I just can't. Talking about ATMs, with N26 you have 5 free ATM withdrawals a month, with Revolut you can withdraw 200 euros a month for free, and with Curve you can withdraw 200 pounds for free per month as well. But how do you get money in these cards, since they have no physical locations for the most part? Well, with N26 you can do a regular bank transfer, with Revolut you can do a bank transfer or you can top it up directly, which is very convenient, and with Curve you don't really add money there, since it doesn't really hold money like the other two. You just add your MasterCard or Visa cards to the app and then choose with which card you want to pay. You can even go back and change the card you used to pay something with. The idea is that you only need to carry one card with you. It's pretty great. Not only that, but if you use your Curve card at some retailers, you'll get 1% cashback for a certain period of time in the form of Curve Cash, which you can then use like real money. Let's talk about the respective apps now, which is their main feature, and I must say, I really like getting a notification every time I spend money. It's actually really convenient. With N26, you take a bit of time to get into the app. It's really slower than the others, but once you do, it's pretty much okay. I like the simple look, but it doesn't have that many standout features. It has a map with ATMs near me, which is useful. It hides important information from the recents menu. You can see your past payments and tag them, and you should also be able to take a picture of their receipts, but that doesn't work for some reason. It has fingerprint login, it has this spaces thing where you can set money aside for a trip, for example. You can send or request money easily from other people, but they also need to have an N26 account, so I never used that. There's this really useful expenses chart, but it's kinda buried inside the app. You can disable some things on your card and lock it, but it's lacking things like disabling the magnetic stripe, for example. It also has this gimmicky feature where you wave your hand to hide your balance, which is whatever. Overall, it's not a bad app, but I think it could be better. Something to note though is they also have a web version, which actually works really well. With Revolut, you get what I think is the best app of the three. You don't get fingerprint login, but I like the design. You get multiple wallets for different currencies. You can buy cryptocurrencies inside the app, even though it's not really the best for that at the moment, since it's still a feature in development and severely lacking. You can send and request money easily, even from people who don't have a Revolut. You can disable almost everything in your card or just lock it. And you can also set aside money inside vaults. You can even round up your payments so the spare change goes to one of those vaults, which is really cool. With Curve, the app is pretty good. It doesn't have some of the other features, but I can forgive most of them since it's not really a bank. That said, it does have fingerprint login and you can lock your card, but I would like to have the ability to disable some of the card's features, and I really don't like that in some places the transactions are shown in pounds and rounded to euros. Also, for some reason support doesn't work inside the app. Do they not use their own apps and notice these things? Anyway, all of the three charge no fees for most stuff, even for currency conversion, which is great for when you buy something from eBay, for example. But with N26, you only know the concrete conversion rate at the end of the day, after paying, which isn't really a big deal, and with Revolut, you do pay a fee on the weekends, which I would say is a bigger deal, but you can convert money beforehand during weekdays and spend it during the weekend without paying fees. We're reaching the end of the video, so which accounts am I still using? Well, I'm using the N26 in conjunction with the Curve card, where I also have one of my dad's cards for some purchases. I went for N26 over Revolut for the simple fact that N26 does have an actual European banking license, so I know my money is safe with them up to a certain point. It's not that Revolut isn't safe, I'm sure it is, and I still have the account open, but you don't really get the same feeling of trust without a license. And that eBay example I gave earlier, I do most of my online purchases at weekends, because it's when I have time, so that also pushed me slightly towards N26. But do I think you should open an account in any of these services? I don't see why not. They do have legitimate advantages, but I think you should also have an account from your home country. Not only to get money to these accounts, but also because, for example, in Portugal, where I live, some payment terminals just flat out don't accept foreign cards for some reason. Overall, I would say these are a great alternative to regular banks, and I'm loving them. If you want to open an account, I'm going to leave links in the description. I do get a kickback if you use any of my links, but you do also get something from them for using some of those links, like £5 with Curve, for example, so we all win. And if you would like to make me extra happy, subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos.